Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and Byzantium. So the turn is 6801, year 1587 AD, and we are one turn away from Emancipation. That's actually kind of hard to say. From Emancipation. Well, either way, I managed to say it in the end. So, what's new? Well, with the sale of the technology to one of the foreign civilizations and filling of our coffers, we are firmly back into full investment into science, and the budget, monthly budget, or turn budget, it's not a monthly budget, turn budget actually oscillates between, I saw it as low as minus 4,000 to one where it was like minus 12,000, which was actually 2 turns ago. So we're still hemorrhaging money, but it was only, I think, 12 turns between the end of the last episode and the start of this one, which is really nice. We're back to full speed, and because we are actually running out of things to build, the sheriff office and the saloon couldn't have come earlier. I'm looking forward to the Emancipation. However, Emancipation really doesn't give us much. It just gives us more crime, which is human trafficking, and it gives us the Proclamation of Emancipation, which is a national wonder. If I'm not mistaken, though, the next technology is gonna be much better, though. The next one is not statistics. It's assembly line. Yes, that's the one that we're looking for. So that one will be very nice. And after assembly line, we get the technology number 3, which is statistics. And that one also gives us a couple of things. Most importantly, it gives us the mathematics department, which gives us education, 10 education per turn per city. It gives us 3 scientists and 21 science. Actually, interesting, it replaces Mathematics Academy. Alright, but still, 4 more education per turn and 21. So that's 7 times more science. So that's actually pretty nice. And it goes higher with abstract mathematics and chaos theory. So, looking forward to that one. Again, we need more things to build in some of our cities. Not the capital. Again, the capital still has a lot of things to go through. So we are fine on Constantinople. But it's mostly about the other ones, the bigger ones, which in some cases really are struggling to find things to build. And we're building stuff like, what was this called? Like the polo field? Yes, polo field and cricket field and stuff like that, because we really don't have much. On the other hand, it gives us the possibility to supply the new cities, all of them here, here, and here, with ample food trains and supply trains. They just keep coming all the time. And as you see here, we're really doing good. All of the cities are now at population level 15, meaning there's at least 15,000 people living in these cities. Did I just realized I'd never noticed that I have workers here. Interesting. Alright, so you go to the Neopetra, and from there you're gonna start building a railroad. I had no idea I had an entire worker group there. Interesting. Well, again, we're working on the bigger buildings now, like parts makers, steam cranes, coffee shops, police councils, trying to get these cities up to speed. I spoke about it extensively before, so it's nothing new. Furthermore, we're working on the railroads. You can see that the network is getting more prevalent, which is good because our units will be moving much faster using the railroads. The actual only benefit that we get from it, apart from the faster movement, is, from what I noticed, it gives extra gold on forests, on the quarries, and is there anything else? I think it's just these 2, forests and quarries. Elsewhere it is just for speed and it costs money, but again, we need to get the railroads because they are so damn fine. And I really hope we will eventually start seeing trains, you know, going around. That would have been really cool, but no, unfortunately, they're not. Like how it just leads through, you know, the cities and everything. It's still cool, but the gray is kind of hard to see, and you know. But yeah, that's Civ 4 for you. Graphically, there's not much the modders can do. Anyway, as I said, we're gonna go with Emancipation and then onward to the assembly line, which really is something that we are truly looking forward to. So let's hear it.
As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master.
Abraham Lincoln. So again, just a couple of things, as we do not have a really any kind of issue with crime anymore. These are really brutal. I wonder if eventually we're going to run into the issues with the growth in the cities and the impossibility for reducing it, because so far it has been really a breeze, like everywhere, and I mean it. Yeah, see, Ragusa is one of those cities we literally have nothing to build here, so you could actually build the Emancipation Proclamation here. Sure, let's do that. I mean, we have assembly line in 70 turns, so let's do that. And well, do we want to build a food train here? Yeah, let's build a food train first, and then Proclamation of Emancipation. Nicopolis still has a couple of things to work on, but nothing really that interesting either. The portrait painter is good. Artist colony gives a lot of culture, but we're not in any need for that. So I guess we're gonna go with the sheriff's office. You actually cannot build a saloon for some reason. Why can't you build a saloon? Did you already build a saloon? Cross Palace. And you got almost everything. What's this one? Olive Press. That's interesting. It's not even here. Alright, well, you build the sheriff's office, then build me the portrait painter, the landmines, and the artist colony. The art gallery is also good. That's a long-term thing. And I guess it's all the rest. It's all just happiness, and you know, we really don't have an issue with that. How's the education? Very nice. Crime is fine. This is, oh, okay, I know why you probably just finished it. And it is weird why I did not give you the sheriff's office immediately, because I built those in pair. Where is it? Saloon. Oh yes, I did. Damn, okay, that's a lapse in judgment on my side. Well, never mind then. And get me the billboards and fireworks shop. And I'm gonna start all this by building a supply train. Chalcedon build a firing range. Yeah, again another one that really does not have much to do. And I'm even building them like this. It's gonna, but you get 1885 protection. That's really nice. 2 power, and supply train's gonna take only less than 2 turns. No, you're not gonna join the civilization. Alright, and that's that. One thing that I actually want to mention is the moment we get everything built in our capital, and again, you can see that we're getting to, you know, less impressive buildings even in Constantinople. I think what we should start looking into again is building more units, because we have suffered heavy casualties during our wars. It's not like we lost half of our army, but the wars were numerous, and in each one of them I lost at least a couple of units. So building, you know, 12, 15 40 cavalry units or something would probably go a long way. We're really not hurting for artillery. It really is just about the units, and I don't really believe looking at soldiers at this point is a good idea, because the trench infantry will come, and it's a 30. 4,290. Cost 861. Trench cavalry, and you're just so strong. You're always stronger. So the benefit of the rifleman is that he's only just basically cheaper. And we very rarely sacrifice riflemen. I use them to surround the city or transport slaves, well, captured citizens and captured workers and, prisoners of war generally. So yeah, cavalry would be the one that we would want. And you guys turn to tanks, right? Yes. Early tanks. So we might want to build those as well. 28 compared to 27. Yeah, we could build a bunch of those, but still, again, that's it's not exactly for now, right now. So anyway, assembly line in 17 turns. You guys can give connected all the way to Atalaya, but I know that we haven't connected up to here. So let's do that. Yeah, see here we have a couple of riflemen. Oh, and I actually wanted to check because in Constantinople, yes, we can now upgrade you guys to sheriffs. How much will that be? Is it? Oh, it's 806 per one. So 204, 2,418. All right. But that is still decent. I think you guys are all, well, not completely upgraded, but this is gonna be massive for Constantinople. I think it's already, yeah, it's at 853. They're gonna be doing good. I like the pick for the sheriffs though. And you upgrade to police squad, which requires criminology, and that's an industrial era. Really? So it's not that far away. Criminology. Do I see it here? Cubism, what do you give? Oh, you just give Argara bonus. Alright, that's fair. Very nice. Oh, here it is, criminology. It's not that far away. Damn, man, you give a ton of things. Morgue, detective agency, electric chair, police box. Do you upgrade to something? It's in the police precinct. That's a real weird picture. It looks almost like something's from City Skylines. And what else do you give? Police dog trainer. Police station. Alright. So that's a nice one. Safety Alcatraz. Scotland Yard. Police cat? Really? That's interesting. And police dog. And we get Alcatraz and 221 Baker Street. Oh, that's nice. Minus 100. Damn. And the one that doesn't give anything else. Well, that would be really good to build. Somewhere opposite with Homo Superior. Oh my god. Yes, super soldiers. 220. Alright, that's daydreaming. I'll see you in 17 turns when we actually get to assembly line. Because these ones are really nice, and I'm very curious which ones of those we will be able to build. You guys, and I appreciate it, keep bringing up the Free Gorge Dam, which comes from a technology that I don't really remember, but I know that there was one somewhere. It's a national wonder, and it gives clean energy, so we would be able to avoid building pollution generating buildings, generally speaking, like a coal power plant and oil power plant. But I cannot remember which technology you mentioned brings that. It's probably somewhere down the line. Water sports, criminology, antibiotics. So I know about it. Don't. Is it civil engineering? Gateway Arch. No, Golden Gate Bridge. But I know about it. Hydroelectricity, isn't it this one? Yes, Three Gorge Dam. Here it is. Provides power on the same continent in every city. So this is something that you guys suggested we get, and I definitely plan to take that one. Hydro plant actually gives us a really nice amount, and building reward power from the Three Gorge Dam. 25, that's really nice. Other than that, or before that, we will have to get it from electricity, and I'm pretty sure that coal plant. 25 pollution. Yeah, that's what you guys are telling me to avoid. So if you wanted to get this one, that's actually not that much more expensive. So if we go with meteorology and hydroelectricity, we could probably wait for that without any issues. I like how the electric chair requires electricity. That's a nice touch. Power lines. Given for free by Department of Energy. It's kind of interesting to have that bought. And we're gonna go for civil engineering, refrigeration, antibiotics. That's gonna be really nice as well. But yeah, +3 in all cities. Microbiology lab gets industrial farm. Man, these are just amazing. Yeah, we're getting into big things soon. So anyway, I said it like 4 times already. See you in 17 turns. Turn 6818, here 1591 AD, and we are 1 turn away from assembly line. So what's new? Well, actually quite a lot. The past few turns were really good. We've done a lot of work, especially in the southwestern area, where some of our cities are now at population 16, the same with the 2 cities over here. Kalea and Ataniopolis. The rest of them is gonna grow to that level very soon. And we are working heavily now on the bigger buildings like parts makers, steam cranes, but also looking at things like drama school, astrology school, Shinto monastery, to get a little bit more education disseminated among these cities, because it's gonna give us quite a lot of bonuses in the long term. As you can see, most of them are really growing. I'm monitoring disease and crime because that one keeps growing as the cities grow as well. So far, no problems, but it's a little bit of a juggling when it comes to them. I also wanted to mention that we have finished the Proclamation of Emancipation, which I think we can see here now in the conceptual proclamation. Is it here? Emancipation? Nope, I don't see it here anywhere, unfortunately. But we finished it this turn, so it might disseminate in at the start of next turn. We'll see. Plus, the thing that I wanted to show you is that with the spread of Christianity, we're actually starting to see these revivalist churches everywhere, and they are really good. Not only do they lower crime, but they also give a lot of science and money and culture. They boost happiness and give great profit points, so they're pretty good. I'm trying to schedule them as well as I can, so let's put them here. We also have access to the Christian cathedral now, an Islamic mosque in the capital. Many of the cities actually have nothing to build anymore. Interestingly, the first one that really ran into the wall was Cavipolis, if I'm not mistaken, which, really doesn't have much to build, just these ones. And considering the size of the city and the fact it was found fairly late, 642 AD, I'm kind of surprised how well this city is doing. But yeah, it's surrounded by mountains, a ton of production. The growth itself is not great, though. We've also finished another prime timber planting, which signifies that Constantinople now has... does it? Yeah, it does have... Wait. It doesn't in the south. Oh, but these are not used. Aha, okay, got it. And you were supposed to get this prime timber. Why are you not using that? That was your tile. Who stole it? Oh, no. I'm mistaken. It was this tile. Yeah, because the other ones are used by other cities. Haha, got it. My apology, a lot of confusion. Let's just start over. Constantinople now has on every single tile it uses some kind of resource. Whether it's prime timber, rice, jade, whatever it is, we have it. So it's full. I've sent the next great farmer to work near Laodicea Advicum, our second biggest city, which also has most of its tiles filled with resources. Just 2 of them, or maybe... yeah, 2 of them remaining here. So we're planting timber here to get more production, because that's what Laodicea is actually suffering from. They're really not hurting for food. They're growing fast, but production is something that they miss. So prime timber will be planted here. We've done this before with other places, especially in the desert, to boost their production. So I'm really happy with the way the great farmers work. It's a really nice unit. Though, like, planting prime timber or resources in the desert is really weird. But, I mean, you know, I'm trying to roleplay it. I'm putting the resources where they would make some sort of sense. Now, apart from this, I'm not entirely sure if there's much more to talk about. We keep increasing our income, we keep increasing the amount of produced good, and we're trying to increase the crop yield as well. But that one is really going slow, because right now we have developed pretty much everything, and it is, you know, significantly harder at this point to gain more food production. All you're left with is basically just hoping that these cities have something to build when it comes to food. So it's going very slow, but technologies are going to fix that. I would also like to say that Culture Steampunk is going to be finished in 6 turns, at which point we're going to get hopefully a ton of things. The Mad Scientist Castle, Municipal Computing Engine, Nemo's Naval Academy. You guys actually mentioned that one. New Water University plus 3 experience point, that's great. And free navigation too for all units that are submarines, nuclear ships, diesel ships. Yeah, it's a really good one. I saw it mentioned in the comments. That's a really, really good one. And it's needed to train Nautilus, which is a submarine. Ignores building defense, only 15. There's 50% bonus against marine ships and 50 against steamships. I'm not sure. We're really not hurting for navies. In our case, it doesn't make much sense. But yeah, the rest of it, Panopticon Prison. What the hell is a Panopticon prison? The Panopticon was proposed in the late 18th century as a more efficient way of keeping an eye on prisons and malcontents. A central inspection house which prisoners could not see inside, held guards to keep an eye on the prison cells which lined the perimeter and were all visible at all times from inspection. Oh my god, this is actually built in my home city of Pilsen. We have a prison like that in there. It's a central shaft with like beams running out of it, and it was very modern when it was built during Austria-Hungary time. I had no idea that this was part of steampunk. Huh, interesting. So we gotta get that, and anything else? Peat-fired dynamo. Oh, provides power! Alright, that's actually pretty cool, because power is something that we will need. I already spoke about the possibility of getting the Free Gorges Dam, and that's something that we want to do, but we'll look into it. But this is also a source of power. This is really interesting, though the pollution is really crazy. But it's a very, primitive steampunk power plant. It's a very easy... Does it upgrade? Replaced by biofuel or renewable mega complex. So it's actually not. So if you build it somewhere, we would have to manually destroy it afterwards. Alright, and what are the other things? I keep jumping out of it. I need to get used to building this back. Traction engine workshop. It's not bad. And wood fire dynamo. Wait, that's the one. Peat fire. Oh, okay. So this one is better. It uses wood. And it produces more. Alright, so we could maybe use this one, but the fire risk is insane. Plus 25, that's crazy. And of course, a bunch of units. So, with that said, I think we can end the turn and hear it for assembly line, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm interested in seeing what we're gonna get out of all of these buildings. So, let's go! Alright, so Roosevelt is offering us a rite of passage. Let's get it. And that's it.
People can have the Model T in any color, so long as it's black.
I never heard that. Oh, that's cool. So anyway, assembly line. Assembly line actually kills the worldview slavery, but we have already killed that with the Emancipation Proclamation. That one actually wait, I think it can... Yes, replaced by... If you get the Emancipation Proclamation, it removes the worldview slavery and basically replaces it. So that's done. Thatch cutters now produce less when it comes to production, but more gold. Reviews newspapers, Nutella, pencils, phonographs, potato chips, soda pop, water bottles. It enables privatized and agricultural engineering. Alright, privatized. Privatized welfare. Vouchers are granted to those in need of welfare as private enterprises specialized in providing healthcare, education, and employment are ubiquitous. I will compare it to what we have and agricultural engineering. Oh, that's what it used to. Ah, okay, then it was just privatized. I thought that that was also a civic. So we get just privatized as a new one. Alright, and improvements and buildings enabled, that's just insane. So let's see what we get. And most of these are actually connected to other buildings as well. So privatized, let's see the big picture. It's under welfare. Where are you? Welfare. Here, privatized. So privatized welfare. So, what's going on? We would lose... we would lose food and production in all cities, 3% and 2%. We would lose more money and a little bit of science, but we would get extra in capital, but that doesn't really work well. We get unhappiness in 18 largest cities. We get extra help from some buildings, but way less than from the other ones. I lost construction of Chamber of Commerce. Would the maintenance be lower? This is 3,000, let's call it 3,650, 3,700. Oh yes, it would significantly reduce the cost, because we are now at 4.5, 4,600, so we would save about 1,000 gold per turn. But I don't think it's worth it, honestly. Plus, I'm really not happy with this one. I like politically and everything. We also discussed before the incentivized. Incentivized would give us more food and cities would grow faster, but it costs way more. And at this point, we cannot afford it. It would be potentially a trade-off for the other issues, but I would much rather get incentivized and say no to, and then also trade routes would get significantly dumped when it comes to production. Groups and individuals are able to buy and sell plots of lands dedicated to agriculture, And crops considered unprofitable are kept in circulation by subsidizing private farmers and agribusinesses. Okay, well, I actually thought about corporate owned later on, which is a queer upgrade to what we have now. Well, yeah, a little bit of sculpture, but extra +2 from farms, that's just massive. And also cost maintenance. Well, I mean, this one I also have a problem with when it comes to my political views, but at least it's not that terrible. Congress of Vienna. Interesting. World Congress allowed. Triggers Congress of Vienna global elections, and we get a little bit of cultural espionage and great person construction. Alright, so Nicomedia finished the Congress of Vienna. Let's see what it can build. So only one new building, which is factory. Holy hell, that's a good one. +3 unhappiness and increased pollution and fire risk, but 54 production, and we would get 40% extra. So that's a double, I think, or would it triple? Or is that 40% of the 20%? Yeah, no, it's a double. So we get +20% without and +40% with power. So we either get 54 or 108. Dang it! Well, that's a great building. And required to build other factories. Well, alright, let's build you. I mean, you are definitely something that we want to have. We get more of you. Iconium is also finished. And here we get 46. Alright. And that's actually going to trigger me... Oh no, we need to build these ones as well. Forget I'm the one in charge here. Alright, I want to build up you guys. I'm going to go to Constantinople to check on the potential buildings. Because you're building a Revival's Church, which is really good. Then you're building the Christian Cathedral and Islamic Mosque. And then a factory. Oh yes, yeah, that is a great building. We also had the Buddhist stupa for education. Do we need crime? Let's actually start with this. Let's start with the fighting. The bad part is the air pollution and flammability risk, but I'm really looking forward to getting better solutions for those problems. You know what, actually, that leads me to an idea. Because we have a lot of things set up. And while food preservation and other things are good, they also are much better when you have power. So what I would do here is let's beeline for the Three Gorges Dam, because you guys rightly pointed out that that's a good technology. Hydro plant. It's gonna cost us a lot, but it provides power to everyone. And we can skip the power plants, because I don't really think that the power plants themselves do anything other than provide power. No, they do provide a little bit of production, but it's not worth it when it comes to the pollution. That's crazy. Oil power plant. More fire risk and insane pollution as well. Natural gas power plant. I would... Man, it's just... not bad, but... they cost money, and having the Three Gorges Dam is just gonna be so much better. So let's actually beeline for this. What does it mean? Okay, we still get gas lighting now, and we still go for statistics next. So that didn't change. Or did it? Were we going for gas lighting? I think we were, right? So that's the new... yeah, mountain mine, shaft mine to get more production, which is great. We get gas lamps. It's also great. It's an upgrade for everyone. Replaces oil lamps, which, yeah, it's gonna give us a better, crime reduction. Anything else? Chemistry. No, it's just this. All right. But again, like +1 can build. Oh, okay. So this is an upgrade to the cities. Nice. Suburbs. So right now we have village upgrades to town, which is what we have 4 and 10, and we're gonna upgrade to 4 and 14. That's amazing. All right, so that's definitely a good way to go. That means we'll get so much more money from our tiles eventually. So then it's gonna go statistics, which is education, as we know, and a little bit of, well, not a little bit of science. It actually is in a public health agency. All right, I'll take that. And then thermodynamics, hydrogen generator and cement mill. Hydrogen generator provides hydrogen across water pipes, freshwater, thermodynamics. Interesting. Thermodynamics. Hydrogen generator. Sounds way more advanced. And then it's steel, which of course is a pretty good one. Dry dock, small steel arch bridge. The bridgest of the bridges. Anything else can build? What did it say? Can build steel watchtower. Alright. And then electricity, which we know about. That's a lot of buildings. And then we're gonna get the Free Gorge Dam, which is gonna be cool. And after that, let's set refrigeration. Where are you? Or food preservation. Yes. Food preservation, and then the wildlife conservation and agricultural engineering, because we will need to get the food. And I think there was also food preservation here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it here anywhere. Wildlife conservation. No, like a refrigeration, not in food preservation. Direct to refrigeration. Here it is. Yes, that's another one that helps with food significantly. Alright, makes sense to me. Hope it does to you. And now we're going to be building factories everywhere. Oh, and lobster has been discovered near Mauro Castrum. Where are you, lobster? Maybe somewhere here, right? Where is the lobster? Here? Oh yeah, there's the lobster. And I think we have the fishing boats in Lodisa. Alright, anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in 16 turns with gaslighting. Ta-da! Turn 6834, year 1596 AD, and we are 1 turn away from gaslighting. Gaslighting, well, yeah, but in the good sense, you know. Anyway, I want to start by showing you Constantinople, because we have finished the factory here, and we are now able to build a set of factories that we've been building across our entire empire. But I have saved it here because we do have a couple of other things to build here, most notably the capital administration, which is a national wonder. And then we're building the municipal computing engine, traction engine workshop, and panopticon prison. As you know, these are coming from the steampunk technology and culture. So we're going to get additional 25.57 science. We're going to get a little bit more production and gold. And then the panopticon prison is going to lower crime significantly. But when you finish the factory, as you saw me plan it last time, you get access to a number of factories. These are the ones that we can build now. The best ones are the ones for the potato chips and the soda pop. They have pretty much the same effect at this point. Each one gives you extra free food and 21 gold. However, they give a little bit of pollution and fire risk as well. Then you get the factory for phonographs, for pencils, and for Nutella, and for water bottles. The Nutella is also good because it gives food. The one for pencils gives quite a lot of gold, and the rest is sort of iffy. But yeah, as you can see, this is working very nicely, and it has led to us being able to significantly improve our both financial and production value, and even get some extra gold. Now, apart from that, what's new? Well, we have been building a huge amount of railways everywhere. I would say that at this point we have more railways than we have routes. The only area where this is not true is the southwest, but even here we are starting to build a project of a railway going from, here it is, from Chalcedon, and this one is gonna move all the way down to Castrum and then down to Stena Nova. It will probably not be able to pass the mountains, we cannot build it there, but then we're gonna move from here and develop this area. As you can see, all of the cities are now at level 16 with the exception of Magnastis. That's the last one that's at level 15. Which is great. We have also been working heavily on the other statistics, so here's just the verification. Yes, only one city is at population level 15, the rest is at 16. And when it comes to other things, you will see that crime is actually pretty nice. You might notice that we have huge increases in some of the cities, and that is intentional. I have been going around deleting a number of units that we do not need because we have way too many free units like doctors and watchmen. So in some of the cities where there was an excessive amount, I deleted them just to check what it's gonna do with this. And in other cities, we will be moving them around. When it comes to education, all the cities from Laodicea and up are now at highest level. You can see that we have an increase in most of the cities with small exceptions of Orthodoxion, Nicandros and Kalea. So we're working on this and we're building more and more education buildings to make sure this is pushed even further. Next time we're gonna meet, Cephalenia is probably gonna be over 5,000 as well. And same thing happens for disease. You can see some of the cities are getting increases, but that is intentional. You can see that it's on the cities that have the lowest values. Same here. Most of the cities with very low values are suffering this increase. When it comes to pollution, you will see that we probably have massive increases as well due to us building the factories and steampunk buildings. So this is something that is happening. We've been rebuilding the area around Demetriopolis because it's been destroyed by the volcano. And we have also been doing the same thing here near Ioannina. We had a couple of eruptions which destroyed the tile improvements around here, so that was something that we needed to look at. As I said, we have it's not the right one. Oh no, it is the right one. I just went to a different screen. We have managed to increase the gold production to 170,348 gold. We have passed 47,000 in manufactured goods, and crop yield is now at 24,256. And we are slowly moving towards 20 million people in our empire. I'm also happy that the approval rate is at 83%. It's the second highest. I'm thinking what else to say before we jump on the gaslighting. Oh, actually we could check the inflation. I don't feel it dropped. No, actually it did a little bit. We are now at 33%. Still very high, still 37,000, of which about, more than half, so 15,000 is coming from us hurrying up. We would be doing very good. The amount here really fluctuates quite a lot. It went all the way up to 10,000 at one point and dropped to 3,300 at another. So it is something that we need to keep an eye on. I'm also happy to say that as far as the foreign advisors go, we are completely devoid of any wars, which is really good. Again, living in a nice peacetime. Oh, and actually this is important. I actually found out that somewhere down the line we started being able to upgrade our units to industrial militia. So I've been going around upgrading units. I select the Eudoxiopolis because, well, on purpose, because it's the only city where we actually still have patrols, which is kind of funny. So we'll need to fix that. We're already building a sheriff's office, but everywhere else we're already upgraded to sheriff, or we have the guardsman. Well, I guess this is pretty much it. So now let's end the turn and hear it for gaslighting. I'm looking forward to the upgrade to the cities, but most notably I'm looking forward to getting the hydroelectricity so that we massively improve our situation. So what's going to be the next one? Statistics, thermodynamics. Alright, that's going to be the next. And steel. Well, not that many buildings, but again, we have the factories, we have the steampunk, so we do have possibilities and options to build, so it's not an issue. So let us end the turn, and here for gaslighting.
When Thomas Edison worked late into the night on the electric light, he had to do it by gas lamp or candle. I'm sure it made the work seem that much more urgent.
George Carlin, really? That's an interesting quote. Anyway, as we said, this only gives us gas lamps, which is a slight upgrade to the previous oil lamps. It just lowers... I'm actually kind of surprised that it doesn't lower the flammability a little bit, but it lowers the crime rate by 5 instead of 4. I guess it's going to be a prerequisite for other things, and also it's torches computer, which is the first one, I guess. Yeah, you start with torches, then you have oil lamps, and then gas lighting. But more importantly, mountain mines and shaft mines now give us extra production. So every single mine now produces 1 extra, and workers build improvements 25% faster, which is also great, and allow towns to upgrade to suburbs, which is amazing. That's +3 on every single tile where we have the suburbs. And what about you guys? What can you build? Well, factory is now a priority for every single city. Then I'm always going with the municipal computing engine, because that one is free, and it gives us 15.44 science in this case. Then the traction engine workshop. And I guess I'm going to build a panopticon prison. But I'm going to come back to the city to get the, to schedule the factories. Alright, you can chill here as we have upgraded you as well. You guys can continue with this railroad project. You guys are doing the same thing, but south. We're connecting the southern cities to each other. Oh, there are lemons here. Alright, we're gonna build an orchard. Though I don't really think lemons give us quite a lot. Jesus Christ, it's 223 turns to upgrade them to suburbs. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to start upgrading these cities manually. But yeah, Constantinople now started working on capital administration, which is really nice. Requires metropolitan administration. I think this might be the highest one. Capital, because it requires metropolitan. Yeah, and there's no replacing this one, or so it seems, so that's pretty good. But now that I actually showed you the buildings, let's schedule these in the right order. Actually, we cannot build the gas lamps, which I guess makes a little bit of sense. When I think about it, do you need something specific? I would guess fuel, natural gas, or hydrogen. Alright, so that's where the thermodynamics come in, because they will provide us with that. So not only did we gain only 1 building, but we can't even build it. But yeah, you can see, 4,212 for doing good. I actually sold one more technology to Maya, and then gave them 2 technologies as a compensation for them giving me money. So our treasury is doing good. We could hold off for, 210, 220 turns like this. So I'm pretty sure that in 220 turns we're gonna be even, because it's going down. But hey, manufactured goods are now 48,090. So we gained 1,000 more. Jesus, that's really interesting. But I'm happy. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. In the next one, we are going to look at statistics. We are going to be looking at steel, and the last technology is for more dynamics. Okay, so the hydrogen lab in this case is going to be good for us, and it gives us cement mill and hydrogen generator. Well, I'm not sure this one is going to be worth it though, because extra production and gold is good, but 25 flammability for this so that we can upgrade the oil lamps, that doesn't sound right. Management assembly plan, yeah. Well, if you wanted then to go to atomic lifestyle, what are the needs? Just these ones. So there's a lot of technologies that you can actually skip. Disneyland. Animation Studios. Oh, this is really nice. Animatronics Workshop and a video game arcade. Well, not bad, but we are, at least, way more. 10, 12, 13, 14 episodes away from Atomic Lifestyle. So let's hope we can get there. I wonder where and when we're gonna end, because I don't really think we're gonna go all the way to planetary colonization. But so far I'm still having fun, and you guys are enjoying it as well. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one, and we'll just continue chugging along. Man, I can't wait to start founding new cities and expanding again, because this has been an ordeal.